Hi, this is Kelly from SmallBizTechTools, and I'm going to show you an accounting software today called Freshbooks. Now, this is a piece of software that I have used for several years now in another one of my businesses, and I'm creating my account for SmallBizTechTools as well. I've recommended this to freelancers, to small businesses for quite a while now, but they have done such a great job of developing this tool and adding some advanced features that I really think this is going to rival other accounting software out there. So today what I'd like to do is just give you a quick walkthrough. I am not going to be able to show you everything that this tool does, but my goal is to show you enough about it that it makes you want to go open up your own free account and try it out and see if it's going to work for you. When you go to freshbooks.com and create your free account, you're going to get a customized login URL. So what I've done here is I've already logged in under my free account, and I've created a couple of things to show you. So the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to just walk through this menu, but we're going to start here with people. So this is how you manage your clients, and there's a lot of help areas that come up, and you can just click the X to get rid of those once you don't need them anymore. Now I have already created a client for us. This is the Ground Bean Coffee Shop. They're in Anytown, North Carolina, which is near you. And from this screen where you're looking at clients, you can do all kinds of different things as you see this pop up. You can invoice, do an estimate, have a recurring billing, or create a project. And I've already created a project for you. If you look in the client, you have a wonderful little overview here. It shows you the name, the contact information, any billing that is out there, and then quick links to all the things that have to do with this client. You can also edit the client and create a new one from here. Now, in addition to keeping track of your clients, you also can do staff and contractors. So if you do subcontract some work out, or you have staff working for you, you can actually assign them to clients and assign them to projects by adding them in here. And there's your assign clients screen. So you actually can assign people to projects and track their time. And you can also look at any emails that you've sent to this client. So your client management tools are pretty nice. They're pretty much everything I've needed. You also can add multiple people for a particular client, multiple contacts. Let's move on to invoices. And we're going to go ahead and create an invoice for our client, the Ground Bean. And you can see again, there's lots of help in using this tool. So I choose them off the drop down, and all of their information populates. We've got our invoice number, it's auto numbering, but you can change that. You can change the date of issue, POs, discounts, even set up online payments if you hook up PayPal. What I'm going to do is, let's say we've done some website development for the Ground Bean. I can then do time entry notes. Let's say we set up our WordPress framework. And here's our bill rate, and we can enter in, the amount of hours it took to do this. You can set tax defaults for how you're going to tax things. Services in North Carolina aren't taxed. We're not going to worry about that. As you can see, things popped up here. This is very, very easy to use. When you're on a line, there's your delete if you make a mistake. You can add a line. Okay, it automatically calculates for me. I can set my default term, so if it's due upon receipt, net 30 days, whatever that is, you can add a note to your client over here. So this allows you to do just about anything you want on your invoice. You can send it by email. You can send it to multiple contacts for that client. If you send by snail mail, it actually gets mailed out from Freshbooks themselves. You can purchase stamps. You start out with a couple of free ones, but you can purchase stamps and have them do your mailings for you, which is nice. I'm just going to save this as a draft, and let's preview my invoice. And so here you are, a nice professional looking invoice. Now this doesn't have my logo on it, but we can add our logo up here. And they recommend 150 by 100 pixels. If you do not have a logo on that size, you can use PicMonkey to easily resize your logo. So I actually have one ready that I can drop Very good. And you can see that the logo showed up over here. So now we will have a logo on our invoice. You can also do, instead of just one-offs, but you can do recurring invoices and even charge your clients credit cards, again, if you're hooked up through PayPal. You have invoices that you've received for expenses, items that you've purchased that you can track, and then payments that you've received. So the invoicing is pretty easy to use. If you go up here to the estimate section, I like this. This is something newer that has recently come out. But if you have an estimate, for example, somebody comes and says, you know, how much is it for this website design? I'll come in here and I'll create an estimate for them, hand it to them. And when that estimate converts to an actual job and they say, yes, create my website for me, I can just with one click convert this over to an invoice and I don't have to redo any of my work. So I like that. That's a nice time-saving feature. We have received estimates for things that we've done, and again, items. So this is pretty much full feature tracking of your inputs and outputs of your business. Here's your expense area. And I like this, kick your shoebox to the curb, add an expense. So this allows you to write off your expenses, rebill them to clients, run reports. So it kind of keeps track of all of that for you. Time tracking, this is nice, especially if you're doing work that is an hourly based. You can just come in here, let's say today is the 15th, choose what project you're working on, pick a task, how many hours did you spend doing that, add in some notes if you want, and log your hours. Now once the hours are logged, you can automatically bill out those hours based on the project, based on the person, based on all kinds of things. So it's an automatic conversion. You also have multiple choices of how it shows on your invoice. I also want to point out this awesome start and stop timer. So if you're really bad at paying attention to when you start and stop and looking at the clock, this will actually help you clock as long as you remember to click the stop timer button when you're done or when you switch tasks. So that is very useful as well. You can create different projects here. You can create different tasks, and there's even team timesheets if you have multiple people working together. Okay, onto reports. I'm just going to show you kind of the list of reports here. There are all kinds of great reports that you can pull out and export. So that's a review of the basic functionality of FreshBooks. Now, if you go up to the store, you can get some APIs. There are some third-party development going on that can do things like add late fees to your invoices or hook this up to Constant Contact. So I think we'll see a lot of expanding functionality in the near future for this. Now, I hope that this is enough of a review that you're wanting to go create your own free account and try FreshBooks out for yourself. If so, down in the description of this video on YouTube or on the website, there is an affiliate link. It's a disclaimer that it is an affiliate link for me. Please click on that and go try it out and see what you think. Clearly, I'm giving this 5 stars. We knew that from the beginning when I said that I use this particular software myself. It's easy to use, it's cost effective, and they're constantly developing it and creating new efficiencies with this software. So 5 stars for FreshBooks. This is Kelly Phillips from SmallBizTechTools signing off.